on the upside, we're finally fulfilling that trailer I made.
Yeah. He's like, this was in there, right?
Yeah. It was one of the last clips we did. Because it was just like... It was either you or me constantly hitting... constantly hitting the...
Like, whack, 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 smack.
Is there supposed to be music?
I don't know.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Salutations, Cyberverse and Monarchy members. I am Michael, and today I'm joined by my brother Raymond for this first episode of this brand new series of RWBY Grimm Eclipse. Now, Raymond got me into RWBY.
Yes.
It was kind of a trick.
Yeah. What was it? I kind of kept pushing it onto him until he actually finally watched it.
Yeah, like he was like, "Want to watch RWBY?" I was like, "No." "Do you want to watch RWBY?" "No." And then it's like, eventually I was like, just a random day, he didn't even ask me. I was like, "All right, fine." And it's like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Yeah, let's watch RWBY." It's like, "Yes!" And then, like, he really hyped up the third season. And we'll get into it. Okay, so the way we're going to be playing this game is that I'm going to be playing for RWBY and Weiss.
And I'll be going on playing as Blake and, Yang for Team RWBY.
And I will be playing as Jean and...
Pira.
Pira? Alright.
I think she would be next.
No, it's Juniper, so it would be Nora.
Oh, okay.
Unless we don't want to separate Nora and Ren. I'll do John and Pira. If we decide to do Team Juniper. So yeah.
See how far we can go with this.
Alright, so...
We have a problem playing on Eclipse mode.
Yeah. There was a problem with that because every single time we play it, it kind of glitches the freak out for no reason. So, did you want to go legendary, or did you just want to kind of like treat this like a podcast?
I think we can probably just do it that way. Why not?
Just like hard mode?
Yeah.
In podcast setup?
I guess so.
Because we're just going to be using this time to talk about RWBY stuff. Because the new season!
Out on October 27th.
Yeah.
Hopefully this gets out before then.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And I forget how to play this game. Hold up. There we go, yeah.
Gonna have to relearn this too.
Yeah. Alright. I think they're pretty basic controls.
Oh, look at all these Grimm! Let's get them.
Time to
I
kill.
don't think anyone's actually around. I'm sure there's a counter.
There is.
But yeah. Anyway, there's a reason as to why we divided these characters up the way we did. Because Weiss is my favorite character.
And Ying Xiaolong is mine.
Xiaolong. Yeah. But, yeah, it didn't actually start out that way when I started watching the actual show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because my favorite character, did you want to tell them what it was?
Oh yeah, you started off thinking that maybe Blake would be your favorite.
Yeah, sheesh. Well, boy was I wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It turned out to be, well, a great disappointment, unfortunately.
Yeah, because like, okay, she started off like, oh, I feel like she would be interesting, or like, she's just like a lone wolf, but she has a heart of gold or some junk like that. Yeah. But then she just runs away. She's a cat, like literal scaredy cat. Is this the right way?
I don't know. Oh, wait, you're going up the side of the battle.
Okay. Gosh. But yeah, Yeah, like she's a literal scaredy cat. Like she'll run away from any situation, even after she learned that it's like, oh, we're better as a team. It's like, no, we're just gonna, you know, run away and pretend like this character development never happened. Whereas, like with Weiss, like she has only ever gotten better through the actual show.
Oh yeah, because you actually see her development over time. And actually, her heart actually opens up to the rest of her team.
Yeah. Like from the combat skirt little thing to Weiss actually caring about each other. Well, like all the other. Ah! Hold up, maybe I should focus.
Just a little.
Eh. But yeah. I adore like character development, especially if it's good ones like that. Because like, yeah.
You can actually see it.
Yeah. And I forget, is there supposed to be a block in this?
I don't know, this is... I forget if there was supposed to be a super move. Okay, so long as you don't get hit long enough, you'll be able to heal.
Oh yeah. That's actually kind of something I really like about this game. It implements the whole aura aspect into the actual game.
Yeah. And it does have the powers, kind of.
Eh. Like with RWBY, it's kind of... Oh wait, she has a dodge, yeah? Oh yeah, there it is.
I think that was it.
Yeah, that's what I was demonstrating. So, yeah.
With that being like a move. Because apparently hers is speed.
Yeah, her semblance is... But it's like, okay. I have a theory that that's not the case, I don't know.
Her semblance is pedals.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it just seems like such a standard thing that it's like, that can't be it, can it? For like the main character, especially considering she's not really that fast.
Dr. RWBY knows about this place.
Okay.
Oh,
There
yes,
it
the
is.
Emerald Forest is filled with the ruins of ancient kingdoms. Keep an eye out for artifacts. Dr. RWBY is always looking to expand Beacon's collection.
Hey, I'm almost up with that.
It's got ancient kingdoms, but no... You got no castles.
No castles?
No castles, but ancient kingdoms.
Yeah. It's like crownless kings. It's like they're humble. They just live out in the forest, I guess.
Gracious. Just wait. Just wait their turns.
Oh god.
I love the sound.
Oh, what? Oh, dang. Well, she's dead now.
Oh, wait a minute. How did this work then? Are you playing as Weiss now?
Yeah. Whoops. Wrong one. I shall exit. Are you sure you want to exit this game? Is that how that works?
I think so.
Alright, let's just do that.
You gotta be Weiss now.
Yeah. Whatever. If it restarts, I didn't get that far anyway. Anyway, what's your favorite song, do you feel?
Let's see here. The one that was my favorite song for RWBY.
Yeah. By the way, don't play it.
I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, I know.
Today would be relaxing.
It's
Just fair warning.
I know it's somewhere along the lines with, what's it? The game.
Oh yeah. So, I burn or
It would be that one or Armed and Ready.
oh yeah.
Those two I really like. Let's get the chance going and listen to it.
I kind of forget what each. Okay, that's what she does. Yeah, it's kind of like the area of effect sort of thing happening.
Is that it?
Nice work, students.
Is that it?
As you know, we've been having some trouble with the security network in this
But
area.
yeah,
We need boots on the ground to investigate.
something that kind of tripped me up
That means
about
you, team.
Oop,
Onward.
over here. Made the same mistake. Something that tripped me up about RWBY, and I kind of saw it in the way you were broadcasting it, because like you're like, oh, we need to watch season volume 3, and it's like, oh, okay, but then after we watched that, you never said, oh, we need to watch volume 4 now, because you saw it ahead of time. So I was like, why? Yeah, let's watch it, and you were like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like if you want, but
Yes, I was fine to leave it at volume 3.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to see any more of it. It's like, but honestly, it's like after that volume, we kind of got a bit disappointed.
well, like, okay, I can see where they're going with it, but it's going by so slow because it's kind of like the problem I have with Blake. It's like, okay, you're building this up, but I hope this is going somewhere, because if not, this is going to be very sad.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot I could do that. Huh.
A+.
But yeah.
This looks like it has seen better days.
What else is there?
Ah, yes, the
Hold up.
Emerald
I'm
Forest
gonna
is filled with the
lower down my
ruins of
headset.
ancient
Hold on.
kingdoms. Keep an
Are
eye
you
out
able to
for
control mine?
artifacts. Dr.
What is
Oblick
that?
is always looking to
Yeah.
expand.
I'm controlling
Beacon's
yours
collection.
too.
That's weird.
Huh. Apparently our headsets are connected. That's a bit odd. Okay, there it is.
You able to hear anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, is yours completely off?
I turned mine completely off. So I have
So-
control. I have control of mine, and you have control of mine. So what the heck is going on here?
That's kind of like that one saying. It's like, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Let's see if this one puts up a challenge.
Oh my gosh. Technology is weird.
But yeah, what else was there? Okay, we really need to rap about John.
Yeah. The runs out of all 8 of this team.
Dang! Okay, here.
Okay.
It's going on over to Raymond.
Alright.
Now I can focus on bagging on John. John, whatever.
Jean.
I don't think he deserves to be pronounced the way he's supposed to be pronounced, you know?
Team Ruby. What the heck? No, what's going on? Okay, here we go.
Have you forgotten what controls are?
What is a directional button?
Yay, Blaze. Alright. Anyway, now, the problem with John is that they have made him so pathetic that it's not even funny at this point.
Another enemy.
It's like, for the longest time he didn't have a semblance, and he's kind of just like there. He doesn't really contribute anything. But then, obviously at this point, spoilers if you are not caught up with RWBY, but the downside about it is that John, his semblance is basically being a cheerleader.
Wow.
And Blake sucks. This
I.e.
proves our theory.
This right here.
And we're not timing this either. But yeah. Oh. I guess you could just... Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's only been 8 minutes.
Wow, it feels like a lot longer because I've been just talking crap. we will eventually get to the good things we like about the show. But let's talk about John first.
Hold on. Should I just die real quick? Because I accidentally pushed on Blake.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah.
Another enemy.
Any chance to kill off Blake?
Come at me. Come at me.
Wow, we are so weak in the beginning. Because, yeah, you gotta level up stuff. There you go. Anyway.
Who likes Blake? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you might have triggered somebody in the comments.
So, I am sorry.
But Blake sucks. Okay, here's the fatal flaw with her. In the finale of Volume 1, like, they go out of their way to help Blake, and it's all like, oh, you better not go running off again, or we're a team and stuff. Like, and Weiss gives that sort of speech to her. Like, okay, I don't care if you're a faunus, don't worry us like that again, okay?
Kitty gloves are coming
Like,
off.
and that shows that, like, Weiss has actually really grown, because Weiss in the beginning of Volume 1 wouldn't have said that. However,
You're not
at
so
the
tough.
end of Volume 3, Blake acts the same way she ever does. And she ran away from her problem. The thing that they tried to avoid doing.
You're not so tough.
Yeah, but they did wind up doing that again.
You're not so tough.
And, like,
Ah.
I guess it's my turn. Okay. We're gonna have to... oh yeah, by the way, we're playing this on the PS4. And some touch that I really like is that every single time you change characters, the little light changes colors too.
Which is different.
But yeah. Anyway, oh wait, hold up. Skill point. Your ultimate pool increases by 1. Reap's damage is greatly increased, and surrounding enemies are also affected. Team attack. Oh yeah, right. We don't have really team attacks. Actually, no. The R1 is the team attack. It's just that we don't have teams.
Which is a bit of disappointment. We don't have it online.
Crescendo range. Reach experience level 5 as any character. Should I save this for something else? Dust Blast uses electric dust which chains together between enemies. And we'll just stick to this for now.
How do you get up there?
Attacking. But yeah, what else? Dang. Maybe we just suck at this game. Or maybe I should have upgraded, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just distracted by thinking about it.
Well, what's it? We are playing this on normal now.
Was it normal? Yeah, it's normal mode. Whatever.
Whatever you do, don't die.
I'll try.
Let's
Wait,
see
you
if
don't want to
this
play?
one puts up a challenge.
Alright, we're taking turns.
Yeah.
Design-wise, this game isn't too bad.
Yeah.
actually
Very cool.
good. To be quite honest, I like the design of the first 3 volumes of RWBY anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was different. It was simple, but it was different.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that you can sometimes see the clothes facing through the sky.
Yeah. There is a clipping problem, but that happens.
Yeah, but it was only meant to be on YouTube. So why not? I like it.
All right. Finally. And also, is everybody kind of like this weird yellow tinge? Or is
I
that
don't know,
just like my eye?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I
Then
don't.
again, I was
The
playing
security control center for
as
this region
Yang.
is inside that cave. Go have a look.
Well, yeah,
Maybe we can
I'm
discover
young,
what the
so
problem
that's why I'm yellow.
Yeah, everything for her was yellowish. It's like Weiss wound up leaving her clothes in the sun too long, and it kind of faded as like it would bleach, kind of.
Or, you know, left in bleach.
I know. The thing is that even if you go into the shadow, she's still this bright.
3 at once. Weiss unleashes a storm of dust and his projectiles, which that'll be fun. Oh yeah, by the way, even if we die by something stupid, we have to trade off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Control center.
But first, I shall get this collectible that's hidden over there. If you don't know where any of the collectibles are, we'll show you. Except there's this one that we cannot get to for crud.
Oh yeah, that one. I still don't know how to get it. If any character can get it at all.
Yeah, we'll come
Never
to
mind.
it.
Defend the control center while I undo
We'll
the
burn
damage.
that control
Make
center
sure
when we
your
get to
weapons
it.
are loaded and your mustache wax is
You may
stoned.
cross that
This
control
will get
center.
hairy.
But yeah, what else is there? Oh yeah, I miss. Where did they go to school? Beacon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I miss Beacon. That was a fun place.
It was.
And like it
Students,
gave
we're
it
quarter
a
of the way
sense
there.
of
Keep up the good
like
work.
this is where it's safe, or this is where home is. But then like now I have no idea where they are. It doesn't really feel like a home. I don't know where anybody sleeps.
Yeah, they're just kind
Dang.
of just traveling constantly.
Yeah, they're kind of at this like the last place we saw them. They're at this weird like pagoda hotel sort of thing.
Yeah, was it? I'm hoping that in the next in this next volume that they go on and do is that they get to Atlas, but they actually stay there for like the majority of the duration of the season.
Yeah, it would be nice to like for them to integrate themselves into characters or like anyone interesting really, because who did Blake have?
Was it
Ilya?
Monkey? What?
No, Ilya?
Who's
The
Ilya?
chameleon?
Oh, yeah.
Was that her name, Ilya?
I think so.
We're just gonna call her Ilya. If not, I'll just not care, honestly. No, I'm kidding. But like, yeah, I was so confused on her. Like, the entire time she was on screen, I was like,
Better and better.
is she like good? Is she bad? Why did she keep on like flip-flopping between the two? But then it's like, okay, I guess.
Some
Are you not
sort
gonna
of
get the
foreign
thing?
object.
Mm.
I feel like I've seen that
It
symbol
gets you
before.
experience points,
Never
so
mind.
it's not useless.
Defend the control center while I
yeah.
undo the damage. Make sure your weapons are loaded and your mustache wax is stowed.
Yes,
This
because
will
my
get
mustache
hairy.
is essential.
But yeah, because they introduced a few characters like Oscar and Hazel, and it's like, all right, I don't really care about Hazel, so it's kind of whatever. And then, oh yeah, remember we predicted exactly what Hazel's deal was.
Oh yeah, it's a generic situation.
Yeah, it's all like, we were just like in the car, and like after work he was just driving me home, and it's like, so what do you think is up with Hazel? He like lost somebody, like a sister, or like something, I don't know.
Cousin, girlfriend, lover.
Yeah, and like, we didn't even think about like, oh, he lost a dude. No, it was definitely a woman for some reason. Like, we inherently thought that, and then it's like, later on, I think it was that day, or like the next week,
Students, we're
the
a quarter of
episode
way
came on,
there.
and it's
Keep
like,
up the good work.
oh, you let her die! And it's like, okay,
Freaking fool.
got it.
At least we know.
Yeah, like, that was so underwhelming. That it was literally the first thing we thought of. But, like, I don't want you guys to think that we hate RWBY, because, like, that's obviously not the case.
Yeah, I got 2 posters in here that say otherwise.
I could probably show you pictures. They'll probably be on screen right now. But, like, oh, and we also got shirts that we reservedly only wear while watching the episodes.
And eating mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, that one's a bit random, but but still. Because there is a lot of stuff that I love about the show.
Halfway point, team.
But it's like, all that stuff happened in volumes 1 and 3. But then, like, I know exactly what happened with Monty.
Yeah.
Like, and it's sad that, like, we might never see the full scope of what he was going for.
Yeah,
But,
so
like,
now the team is pretty much just kind of going on random loops.
yeah, like, it's kind of hard to tell if this is the way he intended the story to go. But I feel like the execution, if this is the path, like, it's not the way Monty would have done it, you know?
Yeah, it seemed very different from what they actually were doing up until the end of Volume 3.
Yeah, because, like, there was a certain tone from, like, Volume 1 and 3, and even though, like, the show had its dark moments, or it had, like, its sentimental moments, it kept that, like, tone of, these are just kids, you know? But, like, they're doing their best. But then, like, it kind of got all, like, CW soap opera style in, like, Volume 4 and 5. And there were some interesting parts to 4 and 5, like Crow joining them, like him almost dying and stuff. Oh gosh, Ren's entire story arc with that. Oh god, what was that, like, weird centaur Grimm looking thing?
Oh,
Yeah, like, that entire story arc, I really liked it.
Hold on just a little longer. We're almost
yeah,
finished.
it's showing a bit of detail towards Ren,
Yeah, it's like,
and a bit of background on Nora.
yeah, it's like, it gave us their origins that we didn't even, like, really ask for, but it's all like, I kind of always wondered. It's like, how did they meet, and why are they so close? And it's like, oh, okay, that's why. And I'm going to risk sounding like an idiot. In the Ren flashbacks, I didn't acknowledge that that was Nora until her shirt with the heart was revealed.
No, yeah.
Because they actually did a pretty smart thing in doing that. Like, she had, like, her arms crossed over her chest, or, like, a piece of bread over it. And it's like, you never saw that until, like, they, like, talked to each other. Actually, I don't think they talked really. Like, they saw each other again. And then, like, you saw the heart, and it's like, oh, that's Nora!
Yeah, I wonder, like, what actually happened?
Yeah.
You didn't see me, did you?
Oh, come on, is Blake gonna be the one who does this?
She's going all the way, man.
Okay. Jeez. We talk so much smack about Blake, but she's the one who gets past this thing. Whatever. Haha! Yes!
Oh, wait a minute.
Yang.
No, that's Yangston.
Chitty
Okay.
chitty yang yang.
Ah, man. Yeah, you jinxed me right there in the end.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So, I was so close.
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
A few punches for good luck. But yeah. I love her, like, superhero, like, jump. Like, that thing you were doing? Yeah. Like, woo!
Found a thingy.
Found a thingy. I love Yang.
Yeah.
Some sort of foreign object.
But yeah.
I feel like that's
what else was there?
Never mind.
Yeah, like, there
Defend
are,
the
like, a
control
lot
center
of
while I undo
great
the damage. Make
ideas
sure
and,
your
like,
weapons are loaded and your
clever
mustache
things that
wax
go
is
on
stowed.
throughout the entire
This
show.
could get hairy.
Hey.
Yeah, and honestly, that kind of tone is the way I try to write my stories in, where it's all like, these are real people that are experiencing these things, but also that doesn't mean that this story has to be A, boring, or B, predictable, because, like, yeah, I think that's why the first volumes worked, because these were new people, and it's like,
Students, we're a quarter of the way there. Keep up the
I
good
kind of
work.
remember, what was it? That prom dance episode,
Oh, yeah.
where it's all like, Weiss wanted to go to the dance with Neptune,
Yeah, it was Neptune.
but then it's like, as it turns out, he didn't go with her, but he went there. And then John is pissed off because it's like, oh, you made Weiss sad. Why'd you do that? And then it's like, oh, because I don't know how to dance. It's not because I hate her. It's like, because, yeah, I don't want to make myself look like a fool, because he's quote-unquote the cool guy. There's plenty of evidence against that, but whatever.
Yeah, he's background character number 3.
Like, Neptune. Could have been a cool character, but no.
Never see him ever again.
Like, after the attack on Beacon?
Beacon.
Alright. Ever since then, we haven't seen him, and he's been
Halfway
palling
point,
around
team.
with, like, Sun. And the thing is that they're putting out RWBY Chibi episodes with him in it. So it's not the fact that they don't have the voice actor available, it's just that they are choosing not to have him in there. But, like, yeah, there are a lot of characters that it's like, it would have been nice to see them throughout, like, these past 2 volumes. But then, like, they never showed up.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's going on? Be able to see these things.
Stop this.
Hey, everybody's level 2 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else is there?
Shockwave is so small.
That's why you got stuff.
Mama needs a skill point here.
You have a skill point.
One that I can use without being distracted.
Oh! I really want... Okay, this is going to be like Michael's crazy theory. Like, few chunks. Like, what? It's like a lot of nothing is happening on screen. But, crazy theory though. Watch out. I really want there to be a character named Barry. You know this.
Oh,
Just a little longer. We're
Barry,
almost finished.
the Blue Fairy, the person who invented Penny. And hopefully we'll bring her back because I love Penny.
Yeah, she was a good character there.
Yeah, like she was so happy-go-lucky, and just like
Got a care in the world.
she freaked me out the first time I met her though. It's like, okay, what's wrong with this chick? But then like, she eventually grew on me. It's like, yeah, she's really cool. She has like cool weapons and stuff. And like, I'm pretty sure I called it almost instantly that she's a robot. But I don't think that was like a major revelation.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was kind of like obvious. But I was like, yeah, this chick is definitely a robot.
I feel as though they probably should have brought her in, brought her up a bit more in the following volume.
Yeah, that would have like made it way worse.
Yeah, that would have teed it up for anything of like bringing her back.
Yeah. But I have the theory that there's a character named Barry, in all blue, obviously, that lives in Atlas that can theoretically put her back together. Raymond, just when your aura is down, let's just...
You just run away.
Yeah.
Just like...
Run away!
And
What happened? What did we just discuss?
the last guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
Well, sex.
What time do we got?
We're at 30 minutes.
We're at 30 minutes, Jesus.
And I will be looking at a video of a monkey eating a snake.
Well, not RWBY related stuff, man. A monkey eating a snake. I think I would be more interested in seeing the inverse of that. Oh god.
Weird stuff.
Neat.
But yeah. Barry the Blue Fairy, I want him to be real. I only say him because I feel like they would gender bend that. Since they gender bent Pinocchio.
Defend the control center while I undo the damage. Make sure your weapons are loaded and your mustache wax is stoned. This could get hairy.
Okay, this is the one. We're not gonna die this time. Full of confidence. We might lose the control center, but whatever.
Oh, we could charge that attack?
Yeah, apparently. I completely forgot. I was kind of going off of a guess.
I forget the controls.
Yeah, it's been a while since we played this.
It's not like there's a tutorial on what you can do. You just kind of have to learn it.
Yeah. Well, there is the controls menu, but that's for
Students,
chumps.
we're a quarter of the way there. Keep up the good work.
That are people who want to learn how to play the game. It's kind of hard to play. What other characters do you want to see in the next volume?
I'd like to see Glenda actually.
Yeah,
Freaking.
that'd be nice actually.
I mean, come on, with her abilities and everything,
Point, team.
that she was actually going toe to toe with Cinder.
Oh yeah, BT Dubs, we think she might be a maiden.
I mean, for real.
Because like everybody's going off on like, oh, magic is a very big thing for people to have, even though we kind of already have it, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't. You get one small power. That's it.
Yeah, there's kind of like a distinction between like what qualifies as magic and what's a semblance, I feel.
Yeah. It's rather confusing as to what's going on here.
Yeah, because like I don't know exactly what Glinda's semblance is, because if you rewatch the pilot, it's kind of like a random assortment of abilities, and that's basically what the maidens have.
Yeah. 'Cause I guess you can kind of argue that Weiss can be able to do her
Glyphs.
Yeah, she has her glyphs.
Yeah.
But that's only in the Shani family line.
Yeah. And unless they're saying Good Witch is related, I don't see how that's possible.
And plus, she doesn't even use glyphs.
Yeah. Like, she kind of just waves her... What does she use? Like a stick, a whip? What was it? For some reason...
I want to say it's a wand.
For some reason, I want to say it's like a bondage whip. But, like, I might be remembering that wrong. It's been so long since we've seen her.
We're probably gonna have to watch the pilot after this.
Did we what?
We're probably gonna have to watch the pilot after this.
Yeah, probably.
It was...
I'll put in corrections. Like, oh yeah, by the way, it wasn't that thing I said. Dang it. Attack thin air! My mortal enemy. Where? Okay, I guess.
There's nobody here.
Yeah. There you are!
Let's kill it.
Will do. There we go.
Hold on just
Level
a little
3.
longer. We're almost finished.
Oh god, no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dang it!
What happened?
I died. That's what happened. Next question. Oh, also, Ozpin sucks. Just a little footnote. Ozpin sucks. Want to elaborate on that, or?
Well, what's it? He's the guy with all the power to actually go and give away to the maidens.
What do we
That
have
he
here?
apparently didn't leave much left for himself.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just. You think that he would be more powerful, but or like be able to do something or anything, because like when he was fighting Hazel, he was kind of just poking him with the stick.
Your weapons are loaded and your mustache wax
Yeah.
is stowed. This could
Oh
get
no,
hairy.
it's weird that it's like, oh, I have given these godlike powers to these 4 people, and none for me though.
He's like, all these mere mortals, and only I don't understand it.
Yeah. And plus, apparently he's lost every confrontation with Salem that he's ever had, apparently.
Yeah. So think about it as Hawkeye and
Students, we're
Hawkgirl,
a quarter of the way there.
only
Keep up the
yeah.
good work.
much longer and doing it solo.
Yeah, it's kind of like a testament to how well Ozpin's been doing or managing anything. It's like, yeah, this isn't working. Or how poor of a decision it was to like create the mains in the first place.
Yeah. So it's the opposite situation of what you get in Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah. Well, actually,
What's his name? What's his name?
Wow. Should I just talk about it?
I'm just saying the guy got one while Zelda and Link have like countless points. I'm just
Ganon.
Halfway point, team.
Ganondorf or Ganon. Depends on the incarnation.
Is it the man and or boar?
Yeah, he's so weird. Because, well, like, Zelda and Link... Dang it. Here we go. Zelda and Link just reincarnate as normal people. Like, sometimes they're Hylian, sometimes they're, like... whatever. Like... They're all humanoids. But then, like, one time... Ganon was a Gerudo. Even though Gerudos are majority women. But then, like, he just became, like, this kind of weird fat guy. I don't know. Wind Waker version. I'll flash up a picture. But then, like, the first ever time you see him, he is a boar. And then the next time, a boar. Next time, boar. Human, then boar. Human, boar. Boar, human. Something like that. It's like, it's so random. On like what he turns into.
Make sure your weapons are loaded and your mustache wax is stowed.
But then like with Ozpin, his is more precise, but precise in a weird way because he can only reincarnate into people with the Oz prefix.
Yeah, seems to be going that route.
So like yeah, which I'm kind of wondering. Ozpin is the original name he had, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's his name.
So, what's up with the professor?
I have no idea.
What was his name? Was it also Ozpin? Because that would be weird.
It's like maybe after all this time, he eventually found someone with the same name as he did.
I mean, like, chances are. You don't have that many people to select from. Let's see, there's Oscar, Ozpin,
we're a quarter of the way
Oswald,
there. Keep up the good work.
Australia. That's all I got. But yeah. If you're wondering, this is about the same amount of times we've tried playing this solo. Like on our own time.
Yeah. It's no different, so you're not really missing anything.
No. Like, it's not the fact that we're distracted, it might just be because we suck. But yeah. I kind of just wanted to treat this like a podcast. Talking about RWBY in the lead up to it. Did we beat this in an afternoon or like a few?
I think I remember it took a
Halfway
while.
point, team.
It's 3 beams. I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, also something interesting. I kind of called it when Ozpin got into Oscar, and it's like, you know how he, like, Ozpin admires Ruby? It's like, oh yeah, you're good, cut above the rest. If you place that mentality within the mind of a teenager, the guy's gonna develop a crush. Because it's like, oh yeah, Ruby's wonderful. And like, Oscar's like, yeah, she is. It's like, oh god, yeah.
What have you done, Oscar? I mean, Ozpin.
Like, it was basically a matter of time before Oscar would, like, start liking her. And it's not confirmed in the show or whatever, but it's kind of freaking obvious. Because he only talks to, like, one person in the group, and that's her. So. And by the by, he has the weirdest fighting style. What was that, like, backwards headbutt he did?
I don't know. I feel like that's the weakest part of the head.
Yeah, like, that would hurt you. Just like, I don't know. But yeah, like,
Gotcha.
oh yeah, by the way, Faunus.
Some sort of foreign
That is
object.
the most
I feel like I've seen that symbol before.
unwell-handed.
Never mind that. Defend the control center while
Handled.
I undo the damage.
Unwell
Make
handled.
Sure your weapons are loaded and your mustache wax is
Storyline
This
or
goes
story
here.
attribute ever in the show. Yeah, hold on. Give me a minute.
I think I
I don't know how to handle that. But, I honestly don't know why being a Faunus is so bad.
I know, it's like you've got an advantage over regular humans who apparently dominate the planet.
Yeah. Like, there are some cases of people being all like, oh, haha, you have ears. Like, Hardin making fun of Velvet? Was
Yeah.
it? Velvet, yeah. Like, you get that instance, but you also get the instance of there's this one Faunus who's a bookshop
way there.
owner,
Keep up the
or
good work.
this one Faunus who's just hanging out, or another who's like just a normal person. Like, if it was like a widely terrorized thing, it's like, okay, I can see as to why this is such a bad thing, but also they haven't really justified that. Then I would like understand. But the thing is that nobody has made a big deal about it.
Yeah.
Like, except for the Faunus. Like, we haven't seen that. We've only been told, like, oh, it's terrible for us. But then, like, we see people, like, walking around like, Sun, he doesn't get terrorized.
He kind of doesn't really care. He kind of steals stuff.
Yeah, like, but, like,
Ben goes to
even,
school.
yeah, he goes to school.
Halfway point, team.
And we haven't seen him really terrorized by anyone. I don't think. But if so, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, because the guy knows how to fight and he'll do it well.
Yeah, so like even if something happens with him, like it's kind of just whatever. But then like
Taste my fist.
I like the lines in this game, but like once you get to Menagerie, that's the place that they live in. Yeah, Menagerie.
I forget.
I'm pretty sure it's Menagerie. If not, I'll put up a correction. But once you get to Menagerie, it's like, okay, yeah, Faunus society.
Oh,
Not that much different than normal society.
Just an idea.
Yeah, like it's not like they're selling like claw wax or something, or it's all like, oh, they have stables for the centaurs, you know?
Have we even gonna come across a centaur?
I don't think so. I feel like I would remember. The closest thing we had to a centaur was the Ren episode.
You're not so tough.
But yeah, my throat is getting dry. I just drank something. Leave me alone. But oh, and a lot of the faunus don't even have interesting things to them. Like, it's just a set of ears where ears probably shouldn't go. Like, Blake? She has a set of normal ears and a set of cat ears, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's all like, I don't know.
Hold on just a little longer. We're almost
It
finished.
seemed to be a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, and then like some of them just have horns or like a bit of scales on their arms, but then there are some who are like flat out mermaids, or like ones that can fly. And it's like, wow, that's impressive. Or like, I would like to be that faunus.
Yeah, it's like, isn't that bad? You can also see in the dark. Which
Yeah.
apparently, if you turn out the lights, you still seem to not be able to see the chameleon girl.
Yeah, like the
only
chameleon girl is, like, I think they actually remark upon it that she could have a normal life or whatever, but then like, yeah, she revealed that she's a chameleon or something. I don't know, because she could change her pigments. Like, she can look like a normal person.
Yeah, so there's no real point to her backstory.
So yeah, like, I feel like the main problem with the faunus is the fact that there's no one large group of people going after them. Like, if there was like a group of people that are like, oh, down with the faunus, that, like, I would see a problem with that. It's like, wow, you guys really need to hide. But then, like,
She is normal society.
Yeah,
It's
like-
kinda excluding her, but
it's like they're making a big deal out about about the few people that are jerks.
Bravo! The security
And
network
thank
in this
God.
region is shifting once again.
Woo!
I'll get
High
some
five.
of our
Gosh.
staff to see if they can find anything about
thank
that.
goodness it was Yang to go on and do this.
Excellent work.
I think that's how that went. Like last time we did it, like we ran through all of them like a few times, and then it ended on Yang.
That's how it always will go.
But yeah, man, my throat is raw, and I think that is a good time to end this episode. So we will pick up with technical difficulties next time. On, did you want to keep on playing?
Nah, I think I'm good. What's it? We already gone for like 2 hours now.
No, I meant like kept on playing as Yang, or did you want to just restart from review?
Oh, it's just
Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna cut out that conversation. Well, that's a good place to end it. So until next time, bye.
See ya.